Hi there, Ryan Harris Brown here. I'm going to do like a little two-part series on the Sultans of Swing, solos 1 and 2. First one I played at the top of the video. It's always, growing up, it was a little intimidating, but I promise you break it down lick by lick, and you know your minor pentatonic, and you know your bending, and your intonation is good with your bending. It's not too bad. First lick, 12th fret of your G string. Full step bend. So some hammer-on pull-off things there. Got bend. Not too bad, right? And that's a hammer-on pull-off of 10-12 on the G and then 9-10 on the G. The next lick is very cool. He kind of outlines this chord here, which is an A chord, but a C shape for an A chord. And it's very subtle on the recording, but he rolls through that chord. His whole solo is played with his fingers, by the way, so that's why I'm not using a pick. It's kind of snappier sounding. It frees up my hand to kind of do a couple different things that otherwise if I had a pick, but this is the C shape of an A chord. And he rolls right through it into the next lick. Finishing with the bend on the high E, bending up to 14. Oh, sorry, that's a 13. It's a half step bend. And then back down. Next lick. Right down another arpeggio, a D minor arpeggio. This solo is all about the arpeggios. You have your A one that we just did, and then down a D minor, and I'm just barring with my first finger, 10th fret of my first 3 strings, third finger coming into the D string, 12th fret to resolve that. And then we got a similar thing that we started with. We're going to go. And that's going to be on your B string, 10, 13. Little hammer-on pull-off from 11 to 13. And then 10 to 11 with that same kind of pull-off, hammer-on pull-off thing. Next is going to be a lick that you need a lot of finger strength and dexterity because it's going to be a bend the note, then play another note with a different finger. Here it is. So my third finger is on the 12th fret of the G, giving me that first full step bend. Then the next string down, the B string, my fourth finger is coming to the 13th fret and playing it. Very country sounding. And on the second bend, you're going to go fourth finger to the E string, 13th fret. So. And then we're going to go to resolve it. And it should be all kind of one breath, like. Once again, playing with my fingers and really dug in on my heel of my hand here to mute all these guys as best as I can. There is definitely some string noise on the recording from just his style, his attack on the strings, but I'm trying to keep it to a minimal. Next part, we're going to go up to this C triad, and we're going to play this lick. C-shaped triad of a C. Next, we're kind of go back to thinking D minor pentatonic. I would switch fingers. If you landed on your second finger for that last fret or last lick, I would switch to my third for this next lick. Bending 13 to 15, then releasing 10th fret of my B, and then 2 bends, 13 to 15. So, switch. Nice. Next lick we have D minor pentatonic all the way. And that's an interesting one. I'd probably go third finger and first finger for that whole time. I think the first time I played, I used my pinky, but gives me the most control compared to that. But you know, whatever feels comfortable to you. Or after that bend, we have D minor pentatonic. We have A, G, F. And then go into another triad thing to finish it off. We're going to a B flat here. And then we're going to outline a D minor. So after that B flat, and that will resolve it. And it's all with your fingers. There is a little bit of a rake on the second lick there. Very cool song. Great vocabulary to learn for your further improv. Yeah, check out part 2 coming up soon.